Hi guys, it's me, King Mike X here. I haven't done any of this in a while, but this is the Dragalia last update. Um, I'm gonna be focusing more on Dragalia last nowadays, so we're gonna talk about that anyway. So I'm gonna be talking about some of the new stuff that's been coming out, such as Sidus 70MC and yeah, Mana Spirals. So some of these guys have been getting new Mana Spirals and making themselves really good. Um. Now, out of these ones, these three haven't been so great. I mean, Rodrigo and Clement have been good, but they're not like they haven't become like amazing when you need them. Sidus, however, and Sophie is there. Sidus, however, he's become really good. Sidus has his wind and spear ability has increased from the last time from a reduced strength, but from 10% to 30% now, as well as poisoning the enemy and dealing extra damage to poison enemies. And his inspiration scent has increased. Where before, if I'm to show this guy off, if I was to show this guy off, his inspiration scent has gone up, but where the skill gauge fill rate has gone up by 10%, as well as the strength, defense, and max HP have each gone up by 5%. And also, it also has a new effect where it will occasionally grant all of the above bonuses at the same time, and remove all afflictions, which includes so you can get rid of bog and freeze, which will be important. His abilities aren't so great; they're okay. Kleiman got poisoned to his first one, and poison Punisher for his second skill. And he got to do a thing called Madness, which can be kind of good. It sacrifices HP where he loses when he does a when he uses the second skill, Forbidden Sphere. He will grant the user a Madness effect, which, when you use a Force Strike, it will increase. After it will put them into a madness state. It put him into a madness state where he gets extra where his skills will gradually fill up, but at the cost of HP. At the cost of losing HP over time. It won't kill him, mind you. And unfortunately, there's one other thing. The effect cannot stack and will be removed upon using a Force Strike while it is active. And he's got skill damage and potent blindness resist. Rodriguez actually out damages him, and all he did is his two skills got both the ability to inflict poison, and the Shadow Piercer can now get it restores HP. But other than that, he's okay. It's Sophie. Sophie got poisoned for her second skill, and her first skill got restores her HP. Now the poisoning, could be good because there's a crit rate, but she's okay. Now the other thing I wanted to talk about why Silas is actually really good is because of Ciella's Wrath. So Ciella's Wrath is the new Agito. She is a water bow, and she is a very interesting fight. She's actually she's harder, in my opinion. Her expert fight is harder than Cayenne. And that's only because she has a ton of HP, and it takes a while, and it can take a while. It's not harder than Volk. Trust me, the Volk expert is hard. But definitely not as hard, but definitely harder than Cayenne, just because of how long it takes. Interesting though is when she transformed into her Agito form, she does actually her when she transforms, it doesn't deal damage to people, so you don't have to Dragon Tank it. Now here's the thing with Agito. Here's the thing with her, you want to upgrade the tree that she gives, the wind tree, first, unless you don't have a Hard Dragon tier 2 weapon. And the only reason why I'm going to say that is because otherwise she because if you say your best weapon is the Agito is the Chimera Tech weapon, because the Chimera Tech is better than a tier 1 HDT. A maxed out Chimera Tech tier 2 is better than a High Dragon tier 1 maxed out, a weapon maxed out. But if you want to get a better weapon, but yeah, so she's actually she's a pretty fun boss fight. You need both bog resist, and it's good to have both bog and freeze resist, because she has both skill. She has 2 skills that both either do freeze the enemy or bog or puts them in the bog status. The one thing though, is that the reason why I said Sophie isn't one you're gonna want is because Lowen is probably, if what's to say, if you have a team of bog resist, you're gonna want Wedding Xenia. But most people are gonna have a freeze resist, and for some reason her bog resist, she's more likely to give you bog resist. And most people are gonna be using Hawk. So you'd rather have Lowen with his bog resisting skill. Now if you have a full team of like, let's say if you have a bog resist team such as you have like Noel or Dragon using Freed, or like a 3 members of like Tobias, Noel, and Dragon using Freed, or Victor, one of those 4 it could be in there. You definitely want to get you definitely want to have, or actually then you as well. Then you, I totally forgot about her. Um, um, and then you is actually kind of is the best one of the best units, because she able to sleep more often than Hawk stuns her. And anyway, but if you have like a full team of that, then oh yeah, you definitely would rather have Wedding Xenia, because you gets rid of freeze. But most people I haven't seen too many people using bogs. I haven't seen too many people using. I mean, I've seen them used, but I haven't seen really any victors. And I've seen some Tobiases, but yeah, like I said, not too many victors. But it's a fun fight. It's a very interesting fight. Her first form is actually slightly harder than a second form in Expert, which sounds crazy, but the only reason why I say that is because she has like she's more kind of unpredictable in her first form, and while there's attacks that you could avoid kind of a little bit easier, it's there's one thing that if you don't have a healer, it's going to be hard to, you have to if you don't have a healer, you have to be full on DPS going crazy, and because she can kill you if you don't get her to half health quick enough. But other than that, I honestly enjoy this fight. It's a fun one. But I'm hoping for the next Agito, because the next one we know is going to be the fire. The twins, which there's been some speculation. The speculations that I've been hearing are, if it's Mim, it's going to be about like love, basically how she doesn't know true love or something, because of all her chances to get a Yuden. Laxi, with the fact that Laxi has her brother's heart within her body, and seeing as how seeing as the 2 are twins, a whole thing. The other one I also saw was Cerise, involving like how she's not as close to her, probably she misjudging how she, I guess, in like to go against the, I don't know what would be Cerise. It's like, I guess, probably not as close to her brother as she would think. But the one I'm kind of hoping for is Yuden. And the reason why I say Yuden is because, well, it could be like, this one sounds interesting, a reminder that he failed to protect his sister, Zethia. And that would be very interesting. I mean, it can make sense, but we will see. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.